Hello everyone, this is Varsha and welcome to our YouTube channel Educate India. So today we just had a small session for you all planned. The theme of today's talk is always dream big but aim high. The reason why I brought up this talk today was a small incident that has taken place in the recent 10 to 15 days, I would say. I was speaking to a 5-year-old child, random 5-year-old child that I just met, and he just told me about how he wanted to become a chef when he grows big. And I kept on asking him questions like, what do you know? What does a chef do? What are the skills that a chef requires? How will a chef actually, go about in his business if he has a lot of customers? And the answers given by this 5-year-old child were truly amazing. And I asked him what inspired him. He said, I just watched this show on television where I see a lot of chefs competing against each other and then trying to make a wonderful dish. And I want to make this wonderful dish for my mother. And it really inspired me. I took the same thread in my classroom. I was teaching condensation and evaporation to my children. And I just gave them an activity. I said, you know what is condensation. I've taught you in the chemistry lab. However, how would you explain condensation from a point of view of a chef? And they got really excited. That yeah, we would do this, we would show them boiling of eggs and we'll show them boiling of rice and we'll show them that the window has droplets of water, this is condensation and whatnot. They came up with fantastic ideas. This made me realize that we have a generation of students who should be given the right path to think. And since 25 years I'm a teacher, I would also extend this talk to some of my parents that we should really encourage our students to think and aspire their dreams. They might think the silliest thing, but they might have a reason behind it. So it's a really eye-opener for me that even 5-year-old kids today know what they should be doing. So it reminds me about our great scientist, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, who actually had failed his Air Force examination and yet became the President of India. And then he was the Supreme Commander of all the Army, the Air Force and the Navy. And then he asked the people out there whether he could learn to fly. And that's one of the most inspirational stories for me, which I usually tell my kids also, that even if you fail, you might be doing something much better in life. So don't be afraid to fail. So just having a fun fact that we have 86 billion neurons in our brain. However, using them, it's like a tough task in one lifetime. They are even more than even the galaxy stars, the stars that we know in the galaxy. So they are there in our brain. So we should use them to dream, to learn and to achieve great things in life. So now there's a second science fun fact that I really use for my students is the success story of the Chandrayaan 3. Chandrayaan 3 was actually a mission of success of sending a spacecraft on the south pole of the moon after Chandrayaan 2 failed. So for me, every failure is a stepping stone to success nowadays. Like there are numerous stories around us that revolve around failures and then lead to great successes. So reminding the parents that even if your children fail, it's a stepping stone for them. They learn from it. And they are going to get a bit higher than what you had also expected from them. So treat their failures also with as much what to say, as much dignity as their success is. So it's also a supportive this thing. I would also like the parents to ask their kids about their dreams, about what do they really want to become. It's really observed that not all children come from very good backgrounds. Some come from challenged backgrounds, some come from very good backgrounds, some come from dream high backgrounds. So it's always good to ask them what they really want to do. Very next day, you can even ask them to cook something, maybe to paint something, maybe draw something that you understand. That's an interaction which is missing in nowadays most of the parents and the children. So encourage them to share some science facts, maybe some facts, maybe some general knowledge facts that can actually wonder you also. My interaction with that 5-year-old kid was actually an eye-opener for me, and that is why today's podcast was there. And let me end with a beautiful quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. It's very true. If you really believe in the beauty of your future, you are going to go there no matter how. And that is today's tagline. That is really important for us as stakeholders of education to understand. Thank you so much, and do subscribe for our channel and help us grow more. In the comment section, you can actually put up ideas or maybe suggestions for our next podcast. Thank you so much.